What's up, YouTube fam? It's your favorite girl, Jay Shara, coming live. Coming back to you with yet another reaction video. I am on the Watch Mojo's channel, and this video that I will be reacting to today is called the top 10 craziest or most insane events caught on live camera. So before I hit play, just make sure you hit that subscribe button, tap that neck. I just feel like there's a huge echo in my room right now. I don't know. I don't think it was like this before, but I don't know. Before we get into this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button, tap that notification bell, and follow your favorite girl on Instagram at jshara with an H at the end. Let's get into it.
Many witness these unforgettable events in real time thanks to the magic of broadcasting.
How do you measure such an astonishing moment in history?
Welcome to WatchMojo.com,
Ooh,
and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 craziest events caught on live TV. Number 10, the Manila hostage crisis. The 10-hour standoff between ex-police officer Rolando Mendoza and Filipino officials wasn't only witnessed by millions in real time on TV, but also on the internet. Angry at being fired from his job, Mendoza hijacked a tour bus in Manila. After he watched his brother's arrest via the bus's TV set, Mendoza continued shooting hostages inside the bus. Eventually exchanged gunfire with police and was shot dead. Number 9. The World Series earthquake.
It's one of the most spectacular vistas on this continent, any continent.
This tremor struck San Francisco Bay for 10 to 15 seconds and was caught live on TV because
Wait.
he eventually exchanged gunfire with police
crazy
and was shot dead. Number 9. The World Series earthquake.
It's one of the most spectacular vistas on this continent, any continent.
This tremor struck San Francisco Bay for 10 to 15 seconds and was caught live on TV because of the ongoing World Series.
So the Oakland A's take.
I'll tell you what, we're having an earthquake.
Oh no, I want to see it.
The MLB's Oakland Athletics and San Francisco Giants were warming up for their third game when the quake hit and had announcers scrambling for an explanation.
Well, folks, that's the greatest open in the history of television, bar none.
Damn.
Measuring 6.9 on the Richter scale, the Loma Prieta earthquake caused over 60 deaths and thousands of injuries.
Damn.
Number 8.
Scary.
Lee Harvey Oswald's murder. The aftermath of JFK's assassination ushered in the age of TV news by giving people instant access to unfolding developments through moving pictures. But the actual assassination wasn't captured or broadcast in real time. However, the shooting of his alleged assassin, Lee Harvey Oswald, was. While covering Oswald's move to jail, a network TV camera shocked millions by giving them a view of the fatal shots. Delivered by Dallas nightclub owner Jack Ruby.
He's been shot. Lee Oswald has been shot.
Number 7. The fall of the Berlin Wall. It took almost 30 years for the barrier dividing West Berlin from East Berlin to finally be torn down, following protests and growing crowds of East German refugees making their way to the West. The authorities were forced to open the gates.
The East German government said tonight they were going to make more openings in the wall, at least a dozen more. Put bulldozers right through the wall.
For the next few weeks, TV audiences worldwide watched as the Germans came together to demolish the wall, and communism in Germany as well.
If there is someone who sleeps for 8 weeks and you told him what happened here, he thinks you're crazy.
Number 6. The Waco Siege.
Well, as you can see, the parts of the building have collapsed. The fire has indeed engulfed the vast majority of this compound.
After the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms unsuccessfully attempted to search the Branch Davidian Christian sect's ranch for illegal weapons, the raid escalated into a fatal shootout. What TV audiences saw next was an intense and violent 51-day siege involving the FBI. The real-time broadcast wasn't only notable for the coverage of the gunshots, tear gas, and the fire, but also for partly inspiring the 1995 Oklahoma City bombings. Number 5. The Space Shuttle Challenger disaster.
And liftoff.
That was terrible.
Of the 25th Space Shuttle mission,
So
and it has cleared the tower.
With teacher Krista McAuliffe on board and hundreds of school children watching in real time, the Challenger launch was to be the first of its kind. Though CNN transmitted the sole live broadcast, news of the disaster spread like wildfire through other networks.
My controllers here looking very carefully at the situation. Obviously a major malfunction.
Because the media focused on the story's human element and tragic moments for dramatic effect, it became a hot topic for several weeks and changed future news reporting.
What appears to be a major catastrophe in America's space program, Challenger, only seconds after leaving the launch pad, according to NASA, has exploded in midair.
How?
Number 4, the Tohoku earthquake and tsunami. After the most powerful earthquake the country had ever seen struck an area near Tohoku, a potent tsunami washed over Japan and killed thousands. Japanese TV networks and CNN were there to capture this horrifying act of nature. Though the continuous footage of the destruction caused by the deadly waters shocked the world, the coverage also encouraged a massive worldwide relief response. Number 3, the Munich Massacre.
And we're moving in now on the windows behind which, at this moment, 8 or 9 terrified living human beings are being held prisoner.
Since the initial attack on the Israeli athletes at the 1972 Summer Olympics by Black September took place in the wee hours of the morning, the cameras weren't yet rolling. But once morning came along, the media covered the response so well that the Palestinian terrorists already knew when and how the German border police were preparing to attack them.
It is 5 o'clock. This is the deadline. The storming, if it's going to happen, could happen at any moment.
Unfortunately, the Munich Massacre resulted in the deaths of the hostages and several others.
They've now said that there were 11 hostages. 2 were killed in their rooms yesterday morning. 9 were killed at the airport tonight. They're all gone.
Number 2, the Los Angeles Riots. Also called the South Central Riots, this race riot was one of America's biggest and most deadly civil disturbances. The LA population was so angry that the primarily white jury had acquitted the LAPD cops caught brutally beating Rodney King that they participated in arson, assault, and raiding for 6 days. Local TV cameras caught it all and probably instigated the other riots that broke out in multiple American cities.
That shit is crazy.
Before we unveil our number 1 pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
Oh! That is...
Cena bateu forte. A batida muito forte.
5 months ago, Saddam Hussein started this cruel war against Kuwait. Tonight, the battle has been joined.
Number 1, the September 11th attacks.
How did I know that was
Moments after the World Trade Center was hit the first time, media outlets picked up live feeds that glued worldwide audiences to their TV sets.
It does not appear that there's any kind of an effort up there yet. Now remember, oh my God.
Oh my God.
That looks like a second plane.
So when another plane crashed into the South Tower less than 20 minutes later, it was truly a moment no one will ever forget. Coverage of the tragedy and its aftermath changed the way Western news was reported globally, and became the lengthiest continuous news event to be covered in American television.
The effort now has to be to save as many people as possible.
I know a lot of people have different various views on the attacks on 9/11. A lot of people say the government created this. A lot of people say no, this was attack from another country. No matter what, innocent people lost their lives, and that was a crazy traumatic day. People who probably still experience trauma from that particular day is what we need to focus on. I had my thoughts and my opinions as well. Other days when I watch different conspiracy videos, I'm like, there is no way this is not a government act. And then other days I'm just like, I don't fucking know. This does seem like an exterior attack. But like I said, the most important thing is that so many people lost their fucking life, and so many people, like I said, still are trying to recover. Even though that was so long ago, like, not only are people trying to recover from their own experience, the people who are still here lost loved ones, like, and that is so freaking sad. Like, grandfathers, aunts, uncles, parents, brothers, sisters, like, lost their lives. and that is freaking insane. As far as all the other videos, the human made contacts or the human attacks and different stuff like that, that's kind of like okay. But when it comes to Mother Nature's force, that is something that terrifies me, because you never know. Like, of course, with hurricanes, we have our signs, we have them on the news broadcast, we have them on the news telling us, like, you know, beware, stuff like that. But like earthquakes and hurricanes and tsunamis, it's just like, you can't stop this shit. And it's so terrifying to me. Even though I do want to live on the West Coast eventually, like I know I'm going back to Vegas and stuff like that, but I always, not always, but more recently, I'm like, I kind of want to probably settle in California. I really do enjoy it there. But those goddamn earthquakes, I don't know. I've never experienced one. I've never been in LA or any part of California where I've experienced an earthquake. And that's just not something I'm trying to go through. And yeah, I do have multiple friends who live there who say and tweet and iterate, we just had a little mini earthquake. Oh my God, did you guys feel that? Like, I don't, child, why is earthquakes even a thing? Like, Mother Nature, come on. Like, this is crazy. All that earthquakes, you know what? Oh my God, what is so scary? I remember when I was in Indiana last year at my mother's place, and there had been so many different tornadoes. Like, it was like a week or so of just like tornadoes and really bad storms and lightning and thunderstorms. And one day, I swear, like, if you look across the street, the apartment complex across from my mother's place was tore down from the tornado. Like, had it been any closer, my mom's and everyone else's shit would have been wrecked. Luckily, the apartment complex had just been built. Well, luckily no one was living there. Like, the complex was vacant. So all they did was rebuild it, but no one lost their life, thankfully. But that shit was so scary, like actually seeing a tornado. And I remember my mom and I, we had went outside because we like heard the wind, like, oh my God. And then we looked up at the sky and it was super gray, and we saw like black shit flying, like swarming in the sky. It was actually really cool to see, but terrifying at the same time. My mom was like, look at all those birds. And then she was like, wait, that's not birds going in a circle. Like, it was literally shit and debris flying in a circle. And that's when we knew, like, no, we literally went in the bathroom and bunkered down, literally. Like, it was very terrifying. And then about 20 minutes later, we like went back outside or whatever, and we looked across the street and the whole complex was a wreck. And we were like, oh my God, we were literally saved by the grace. Like, that, you can't fuck with Mother Nature. That's what I've come to realize. That's what I know. But anyway, if you enjoyed this reaction video, be sure to give me a beautiful thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, tap that notification bell, and follow your favorite girl on Instagram at jshara with an H at the end. You all know that I love you, you love yourself 10 times more. Have a beautiful day or night in this amazing world. Ciao.